from our rugged north all the way down to the beautiful south, the centre, the east, the west, doesn't matter where, from travel to tips and all sorts of other things for driving, you've come to the right place. Come for a ride with us at Mud Ducks 4-wheel drive touring. G'day everybody, Steve from Mud Ducks 4-wheel drive touring with another spotlight on campgrounds. Today I'm at Swans Crossing campground in the Kerewong State forest. I'll give you a look at it, you don't need to look at me, do you? This campground is huge, absolutely massive. In the middle of the campground is a big play area where you can't camp. So that's where your kids kick footies around and so on. There's a day use area of tables, has a fire pit. And I'm just walking along the outside ring road. Now at Swans Crossing, of course, there is a river and swimming areas. But this is all still the day use area. It's got the really good kids playground area, looks really cool. So that's fairly new, that wasn't here last time I was here. So that's pretty cool. We keep walking around to this ring road. And this will be the outside edge of the actual campground. I think down that way somewhere is the river. I'll get back to the river. Walk around the outside edge. Now, it is school holidays. It's busy. Not how I would usually camp. I try to avoid it if possible, but as it's worked out, I'm here in school holidays. So, you'll get these sounds of kids and stuff, of course, as you'd expect. Now once you come around this ring road a bit, walking back towards the entry, by the way, you actually start the camping areas. As I said, this place is massive. You can get anything at all in here. 2-wheel drives, 4-wheel drives, doesn't matter. Caravans, camper trailers, swags, tents, everything. Pretty well everything you can get in here is in here at the moment. Motorhomes, you can do it all. So it's huge. I don't know how many groups you get in here, a lot. There's a little bit of river down there. You may see through the trees. River goes around the edge of this place a bit. So I'll walk into the main part of the campground in a second and give you a proper look at it. This part coming in front of me, for those who watch 4-wheel drive action as it was, or 4-wheel drive 247 as it is now may recognise this patch of dirt here as the area where Shauno and Graham and that camped, just there, outside of the main normal camp, right near the entry. So going into the entry now, I'll try to keep the glare out of the camera as much as possible. It is afternoon. You've got a lot of really good camp spots here, like all this central stuff here. You can see how many cars are in there. It's really good. This one here is a lot more secluded, just a nice little spot. Good for 1 to 2 vehicles. Whereas that centre section, oh, I'd hate to think how many you get in there, to be honest. But it's a lot. And then just when you think, okay, it's all in there, I'll keep pointing this way because I'm walking straight into the sun and the glare will mess up the lens big time. But I'll show you as soon as I get into a better spot. Round to the right, around all this treed area here, there's more camping. Goes right round into a fairly hidden area in there. I've camped in there before. In fact, those who watch carefully may even remember parts of this from an episode of Toys I did on Pat's truck. So as you can see, there's quite a group in there. Still a lot of room here. So you can camp very easily in where I am. Now, of course, this being a state forest facility, it's free. It has pit toilets, quite good ones. Fireplaces, all the things you need. And as I said, being a school holiday, it's busy. But I've been up here when there's a lot less people than this. So, you know, you can take your pick, try and get out the way a bit if you want to, or do of it, depends on how social you are, I suppose. If you're fairly social, it's not too bad. But if you're antisocial, you might not like it. Now, where is it? It's about 20 kilometres west of Kew. So it's only a couple of hours drive. Maybe not even a couple of hours, maybe an hour's drive from Port Macquarie. It's not much different than that from Wauchope. So it's 5 hours up from Sydney, I suppose. So it's a great little diversion if you're travelling on the highways going north and you want to get away from the highway and you don't mind travelling 20k in. Now the roads are being logged at the moment. Well, the bush is being logged, not the roads. So some of the roads have got diversions and makes it a bit interesting, but nothing's too difficult about it. Now, if you come over this side, there's a river. It's actually a little bit more secluded. I possibly should have thought of that when I first got here. That big rubber flap that I just stepped over is to try and stop the rocks and the erosion. There's a couple of secluded sites in here. Not pulling up my campsite now, guys, but you got 2 or 3 fires in there. Wouldn't have been too bad. I think a lot of people walk past here to get to some of the swimming areas though, so that might make it a bit harder. But it's funny that everybody's over there. There's nobody over here, obviously. A lot further from the toilets and stuff here, but not a bad spot. Yeah, unfortunately I've seen a few little bits of rubbish, but not too bad. There's bins provided. There's a long weekend coming up, so there's some big skip bins to help cover all that kind of stuff. Now I don't think there's anything else I can show you down that way, so I'm not actually sure which way they go to get to the river from here. But anyway, if you're in the area and this kind of campsite suits you or appeals to you, come and have a look at it. I got to tell you guys, I wish I'd driven over that bridge when I got here, because I'd have camped in this bit. This is definitely more like me. But as I said to Kaz already, I'm not pulling the swag up and moving it now. Only gets set out once a day. Anyhow, not sure what else I can tell you guys. It's a nice big campground with facilities. It is easy to get to and therefore can get busy. So that's pretty well it for this one, I think, to be honest. I'll put the coordinates, or would have put the coordinates on the screen by now, and all the other relevant information I can find that's of use to you. So I hope you like this. If you did like it, throw a like on it. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate the support. Try not to fall over this big conveyor belt again. And if you do subscribe, click the bell for notifications. You'll know when I put up a video. And if you're an old hand, thanks again for taking the time out of your day to watch my clips. Anyway, take care guys, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.